privilege of performing alongside with him in KL last weekend, and I was really blown away by his stage presence, his rhymes, his willingness to just share himself through poetry. I don't want to say anymore. I want his words to speak to you all. Please join me in welcoming Scott Wings.
Hello. Whoa. That's cool. Okay. Hi, I'm Scott Wings. I'm from Brisbane, Australia. It's really nice to be here. Congratulations to all the poets who got up and slammed. They were really amazing. Really, really good. Yeah, you should cheer them and stuff. That's awesome. Okay. You gotta make something bigger than yourself in a small moment, right? You gotta see the moon through the eye of the needle and splash the ocean when jumping puddles. You gotta give the finger to meteors that just want to rain on your parade. You gotta take a shot and pin Robin Hood to that faraway tree. Dip your finger in a bubbling pot of make-believe and lick the bowl clean. Be sated. You gotta make something bigger than yourself in a small moment. Hand David a small rock and teach him how to throw it. You gotta make a deal with Medusa just so you can taste the venom again. Ask him if he knows where God is and ask her if she's spoken to Father Time. And you got to tell a Scientologist, hey man, you might be right. And ask Jesus to fix that wobbly leg on your dining table. You got to rewind the melody secretly hoping that you will hear the devil speaking. You got to make something bigger than yourself in a small moment. Tell him that you love him. Like the mountains love to caress clouds. And tell her that she makes you believe in porn again. Stick a toothpick in the earth and move mountains. Move a tongue and move history. Shoot epiphanies out of cliches and rock the walls with a slingshot. You gotta perceive love in a sentence, hate in a question mark. You gotta read between the lines but burn the fucking pages nonetheless. You gotta make something bigger than yourself in a small moment. Thank you. I've done plenty of slams back home in Australia. Our slam competitions have a time limit of 2 minutes, so my poems are a bit shorter. I promised some people that I would do my maximalist poem. Maximalism is a style that I kind of made up, and it's basically about not being very clever and doing stupid poetry and saying it in a monotone voice. I don't know, whatever. This is my maximalist poem about the sadness of misogyny. Misogyny is sad. Men who are misogynists are sad. I hope all misogynist men die so we're not sad for those sad men. If this was a zombie apocalypse, I hope all the misogynist men get eaten and all the girls are left holding bloody axes, gore-splattered cricket bats, shirts ripped half open by the countless attempts of zombie men attempting to devour scantily clad women. I could be the sole male survivor, the only man who was never misogynistic, and we'd all freshen up at some safe fortress, some Shangri-La oasis, and all the girls would be having showers and getting into pillow fights, and then we'd be under attack by a breach of misogyny zombies. There'd be no time to tie up their jackets or zip up their pink kimonos, and the only way to defeat misogyny zombies is to shoot them in the dick or cut off their cocks with ninja swords or miniskirts, and all the girls would be like, girl power, and I'd be like, yeah, and they'd eye me suspiciously. They'd shoot me in the dick in a second if I began to change, but I'd be the only non-misogynist man on the planet. I'd be the only man with immunity to dick infestation, and all the girls would have to look after me and bake me cupcakes so I could repopulate the world with my resistant strain of DNA. If I was on the beach being surrounded by zombies, all the girls would run to protect me, and because zombies are traditionally slow-moving creatures, they'd all run really slowly. But being a non-misogynist, I'd find flowers to give the girl that I loved. The huge Amazonian queen wielding twin chainsaws at the front of the battleground, and all the girls would be like, why do you love her? And I'd say non-misogynistically that she's a real woman and doesn't conform to the body types touted in the media. And they'd all be like, that stupid bitch has stolen all our food supplies. We're skinny because we're starving. And the huge Amazonian queen wielding 3 chainsaws at the front of the battleground would all accuse them of lying, and they'd all get into a fight, and they'd start to roll around in the mud and the dirt and get naked. Somehow they got naked while fighting, and I would just have to walk away, lament all the fallen soldiers and wish there was a better way. And that's the end of my poem about the sadness of misogyny.
Thank you so much for having me. I've got one more set tonight. In the meantime, if you want to say hi or whatever, or if you want to take my voice home with you, I don't know where that came from. I have these little download cards. Basically, like you can take one off me, or you can like donate to me or whatever. And yeah, basically you put this little link in at the bottom, scottwings.bandcamp.com/yum. That generated by itself. I didn't put that in. I'm really impressed by that. And then you put this little code in. So, and then you get an album called Live in Melbourne of my live stuff in Melbourne. So if you'd like to have a chat or come grab one or whatever, that's good. Thank you.